My name is Ultimate. I'm a 3-time MWC World Champion and a member of the 2018 Minecraft Wrestling Hall of Fame. What I like about Minecraft Wrestling can be summarized by not just the amount of people who have been involved in it over the past decade, but the amount of people who have also came back. So many people, myself included, have returned to Minecraft Wrestling multiple times because this whole community and setting is so unique. It's a perfect creative outlet for fans of wrestling where we can express ourselves and craft matches and stories and characters. And in my opinion, there's nothing else that's out there that comes close to the artistic expression and feeling it brings when you're out there in the ring. And that's why I like Minecraft Wrestling.
Yeah! Welcome everybody. It's been one long year and it culminates tonight. We welcome you all to the final ever episode of Takeoff Saturday Slam. We have a huge show ahead of us tonight. In our main event, Tag Team Champions collide as Jacob Sterry takes on Raging Rich. The winner of that match goes on in 2 weeks, 1 week after Takeoff Curtain Call and the restart of the NWA, to face the winner of the World Championship match next week. Will it be Dalby or Kholoki? We have yet to find out. But I do know this. I know we're going to kick off the show by hearing from the challenger as we bring out the man who will fight for the world title next week, the Savior, Kholoki.
We have possibly the biggest show in the history of Saturday Slam, the final episode of Takeoff ever. But we kick things off with the former World Television Champion. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Savior, Kholoki!
Last week, Kholoki was found backstage by a former best friend. And I'm not saying that to say they're no longer friends, because Dobby did something only a friend could do and gave Kholoki the opportunity to get one last world title shot before Kholoki seemingly wanted to call it quits, and we'll see what he has to say about that tonight.
We gotta go to the ring to hear him speak.
The Savior says fuck.
Hello, can you hear me? Okay. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, Takeoff. Perhaps some of you may be questioning my presence here tonight. To be honest, the fact of the matter is, the past few weeks have been tough, to say the least. I've lost the national title. I've lost the TV title in a horrendous manner that I would rather not elaborate on. And honestly, it made me lose my confidence. Be offering his title in a match next week, I don't think I'll be able to manage and compete with Dobby. You see, Jonathan Colt killed my confidence, and I honestly don't think I'll be able to properly wrestle Dobby next week. Apologies, everyone.
Did Kholoki just give up his world title shot? Is he saying he doesn't want to face the champion Dobby next week?
Wait just a second.
Hold on. No, Kholoki. No, sorry. Can we cut my music, please? We don't need music for a moment like this. Kholoki, last week I said I had a few people that I wanted to have a shot at this world title when I won it, and like I said, you were top of my list, Kholoki. And that isn't because I feel bad for you or because I pity you in any way. It's because I know you're one of the best wrestlers we have on this roster. And yeah, I can see you're a bit down in the dumps right now. And like I said last week, that's just your head shaking from losing to Colt. But I know deep down, you're still the same old Kholoki. You're the same old savior who main evented Extreme Chaos with B-dubs. I mean, can you just look around at all these fans who are chanting our names? All these people have watched you rise to the very top, same way they did with me. And now, ahead of maybe our biggest match together ever, you just want to throw it out the window? Kholoki, I've been saying these past few weeks, I wouldn't be a very good friend if I just let you walk off into the sunset. So Kholoki, as much as I love you, I'm not going to take no for an answer. We will be facing next week, and I want to face the best version of Kholoki that is in there right now. And you know, I've been speaking to Nuck a little bit, and I can see you're not 100% right now. So there's a little bit of time on the card tonight, and I managed to get you a match. But who with, I haven't quite figured out yet. You see, I was talking with another guy who's not here right now, and he mysteriously couldn't show tonight for some reason. So how about Doppel? Maybe Doppel and Kholoki can face off again. No, yeah, yeah, he's kind of scary. That's fair. Slick, do you want to face Kholoki? I mean, former world champion, main eventer of XC. That could be fun. What do you say?
Wait, I thought Doppel was facing him.
I mean, he clearly doesn't want to. So.
I mean, what? Fine, it's his loss anyways. I think Kholoki looks pretty fine. I wouldn't mind stepping into that ring with him.
See, Slick's willing to take a moment. Oh, he has bandages on. Anyway, you know what, Kholoki? We're gonna give you a little while to prepare. So, how about we enjoy this show for now, and then later tonight we get to see Slick versus Kholoki in that ring.
Sounds like a great match, Nuck.
That is an absurd match that we're going to be sitting back for tonight. Slickbait versus Kholoki. Two men who reached the top of the world in 2023. And in the last Saturday Slam Method, they're colliding. But beyond that, we got a lot more tonight, including TV title action. And that, my friends, is up next.
The machine has arrived.
Business is about to pick up, folks. Here comes the machine. Wearing an old school attire, a throwback to the armed forces. Here comes Rob Bone. And after throwing out the challenge last week against our new TV champion, Jonathan Colt, Rob Bone is the one trying to step up to dethrone the last of a dying breed in his first ever defense. Right now, Colt is set up. He's offered the match to Cassidy for curtain call next week. Later tonight, we have a handicap match, and if Shiff is able to defeat both members of the Lotus, he gets himself added to that match. But we might have another wrench thrown in that match before it even begins if Rob's able to keep his undefeated streak going and defeat Jonathan Colt tonight.
And it's been
new song, sporting a new look. The last of a dying breed. He's been here for a while. For the first time, he's walking into the Outlook Theater with gold around his waist. And you can immediately tell something's changed. If the Colt that we've been seeing over the last few weeks, ever since his loss to Kholoki at House Party, wasn't a drastic enough change, I can't imagine the Jonathan Colt we're about to start seeing. That television championship, confirming everything he believes in himself, everything that he thinks he is, and all the destruction that he causes to the Takeoff roster, soon to be the MWA roster. Jonathan Colt, as far as we've gotten right now, is unstoppable. And Rob Bone, he's unstoppable also. We're about to see the irresistible force beat the immovable objects. But I think Jonathan Colt might just be a little more immovable. Jonathan Colt is in the ring, standing across from the Machine. The Machine, dressed like he's ready to go to war, and that's possibly what he's going to have to do to win the TV title tonight. It's a very different Jonathan Colt that we're about to watch right now. If I thought Jonathan Colt over the last few weeks was ruthless, violent, unforgiving, and a master of causing damage to the roster, then I'm very afraid what he's about to do with gold around his waist. This match, seconds away from the bell being rung and things kicking off. The referee just making sure that everything is in place. Both competitors silently nod over in agreement that this match is ready. And here we go. Jonathan Colt, Rob Bone, Takeoff Saturday Slam Grand Finale. Rob Bone is invincible. Rob is invincible. Oh my God, no, never mind. Clothesline from hell. Jonathan Colt just took the head off of Rob Bone. The Machine. The Machine is down. Crucifix. Colt 45. Colt 45. Pinfall. 1, 2, 3. What? Oh my God. Jonathan Colt just ended the streak. Jonathan Colt just ended the streak. Rob Bone, the Machine, is 8-1 in Takeoff Wrestling, and Jonathan Colt is TV champion for another day. Jonathan Colt, unstoppable. He's done something that nobody has ever been able to do. Rob Bone has come to this ring and killed men. He has shot them in the chest and put an end to their lives, and Jonathan Colt just put a stop to that all in 20 quick seconds. Next week, whether it's Colt versus Cassidy, whether it's Colt versus Cassidy versus Shiff, one thing is for sure after tonight, and that is that Jonathan Colt will be walking into the final ever Takeoff pay-per-view. Takeoff curtain call live from the Depot next week with TV title gold wrapped around his waist. Well, I'm a little shaken up from what I just saw, but nonetheless, we're going to decide the other half, or I guess the other third of that TV title match set for curtain call. Before any of that happens, Colt, contain yourself, because we're going to be joined by Ultraviolet on a commentary tonight.
Oh my God! Listen. Look. I'm already, I need something. I need to remove all stress after what we just saw in that ring with Jonathan Colt and Rob Bone. We just saw Jonathan Colt end the streak of Rob Bone.
Rob Bone, I don't even know the state that he's in anymore. And here comes Ultraviolet. Cassidy, Tara.
Phones, you guys. I can take your phone or call now that I'm right next to you, and let's go back right to the action. I'm ready for this.
Let's keep this show PG as we await the entrance of the Say Hey Kid.
Shiff, yes.
It's the top of the ninth. Josh Gissam is at the plate. The bases are loaded. It's a 3-2 count. And here's the pitch.
It's a pretty good theme song. What do you think, Cassidy?
This game. Oh, what is this goober one?
Shiff's got his baseball bat back. Wait, is it?
That's Hazel's baseball bat. Where did he get that from?
I guess nobody's entered Hazel's locker room in a while. It's been a while since we've seen Hazel. I guess all their stuff is just sitting there.
Cleaned Hazel's locker room to an extra storage space.
Well, regardless, it's Lotus time.
See, this is the right entrance I want to see. These boys, they might have a little bit of, like, I don't know, maybe a little bit of romance issues, a bit of couples counseling will help with that, but hey, I mean, they know what they're doing, they've got a game plan, they're an established tag team, they can work through this together and come together for the common goal, which is beating up that bull boy's ass.
But I will say, we've seen some dissension in the Lotus in the past 2 weeks. Last week, Fatewind burned his Lotus clothing. He's got enough fun to make it out for the match tonight, but Fatewind is seemingly sworn off, teaming with the Fox. Fox put this match together tonight in hopes to salvage that relationship, to put themselves in the same team and hopefully get back on the same page. But we'll see how successful that becomes.
Well, they better
Two of
do
the
it
most
soon. I mean,
baddest
if
men.
they... Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Colt. But,
No, you're good.
If they don't get on the same page soon, then what's that going to mean for the TV title scene? I mean, we just saw tonight about what happened with Rob Bones. Clearly, he's someone who's probably not going to be in the picture anytime soon, or maybe he's going to look for his own little comeback. So maybe Rob could be in the picture here, or who knows? Maybe if the Lotus actually beat this bull boy's ass, they'll be the next ones in line as well for that TV championship. But they'll have to get through me and Tara first if they even want to dream of that.
Both members of the Lotus, 2 former TV champions, and both fell short against Wrestling Kholoki over the past month, and that seems to be really the thing that sparked the dissension between Fox and Fatewind. It is a very big difference in how both of those matches went. Fatewind helped Fox cheat, and Fox, you could argue, cost Fatewind that TV title match and therefore the championship. And now they're working together to keep a third man away from the title completely. Fox tries to get a pinfall. Shiff kicks out at 1, not wasting any time.
A little bit of technical offense to start. You know, Nuck, I like this technical offense. They're as stiff right now on each other as Colt's pants is currently stiff right now, sitting next to me. But
Whoa.
I mean, am I wrong, Nuck?
We got children in the crowd. I'm not looking down at Colt's pants. I'm not looking over there. I'm looking at the ring right now, and Shiff has rolled up Fox, but the ref is sitting on his ass. 1, 2, Fox kicks out.
I mean, I'm just trying to watch, the match right now between Shiff and the Lotus, Fatewind and Vox. And Vox is currently getting beat up by Shiff right now as he takes a knee strike to the gut.
See, this is not what I'd expect from the Lotus. I'd expect them to try and keep... Oh, vicious lariat. There you go. That's the offense we'd like to see. I need to see Vox get in there and make those tags for Fatewind. Really show why the Lotus is the best tag team around.
Two of the most baddest men we have here on the entire roster. Fatewind and Vox, the Lotus. There is a reason they have stayed together for as long as they have here on Takeoff.
Two of the baddest men and the baddest bitch on Takeoff on the commentary team. How can you get a match better than this?
Fatewind, on the very surface, can be seen cheering off Vox and telling him to stay in the ring, but I'm not sure if that's Faywind's motive exactly.
Yeah, we've seen these two, like. Sorry, I have to control myself here, but
You're
I think
disgusting.
you're blushing a little bit there.
You are fucking disgusting. You are
What
a
are you
pervert.
talking about?
I'm sitting next to a pervert right now.
My eyes
Anyway,
are up here, Colt, and the match is right there, okay? Keep it to the ring,
Fox
alright?
with a chop block to Shiff, bringing Shiff back up to his feet to say, hey, kid, in control by the Nomad, and Fox grabbing a headlock. Could be
See-
bringing Shiff over, trying to look for some double team move, but I don't know if Faywin's going to go for it.
What I like about a man is a man with some smart offense. And Vox here clearly showing that he's got a game plan immediately to bring the action back into the Lotus's favor, targeting the leg of Shiff here.
Fox, he's telling Faywin directly, tag in, it is your turn. We are going to do something together and work to
Why
beat
is-
this man as a group. And
Why is he
Faywin
not
is just
tagging?
saying no.
You're in a handicap match, Faywin. Use the numbers game to your advantage. You're just giving him a free bypass here.
Uh-oh. Some animosity between
please.
Faven and Vox.
You could sense that sarcasm from a mile away.
You got
See, I
people
like
saying
I like
kiss
the
and make
fans
up.
thinking here. I think these two just need to get a bit shit-faced and kiss and make up.
Oh my
Hey,
God!
Hey!
Oh, my goodness.
Fox moves out of the way. The big boot to Faywin. Fox, you can say Fox caused that for Faywin. I doubt he's going to be happy about that, but Fox, he gets out of the
all
ring trying to
Faywin's
check on
fault.
Faywin.
Wait,
Gets back there.
wait.
Roll up,
Look,
roll
look,
up.
Look.
Fox managing to kick out at 2.
I thought
That
that might
was-
have been it.
Shiff was this close to stealing the win. Breezy throws an elbow. Or Shiff
Hope
throws an
Faywin-
elbow, another elbow.
Breezy retired.
Breezy is gone forever. Shiff sends Fox into the corner. The
Now,
Lotus.
Fox was smart here. He would know that the corner is a dangerous place for Shiff. You know, there's a lot of things Shiff can do in this corner position. See Fox moving out of the way. See, that's smart. Very smart.
Oh
What
my
the
goodness.
fuck?
Oh my God, Whisper of the Wind.
Did you see
Incredible.
that flip in midair? He got some airtime on that.
Duke with some incredible offense.
Now he's just trying to show off. I mean, is he really trying to fight or fuck in this ring? Like, come on.
Crowd is blowing up. Faywin's still watching on the side and
Oh, strike
strike
out.
out.
That spinning heel kick.
Faywin. You better use that numbers advantage, Faywin. You're right there on the outside of the ring. Don't let that boot distract you.
Shiff with a pinfall. 1, 2. Vox kicks out.
Vox having to kick out. Faywin not trying to make a save for his partner.
Faywin just
I don't know what's
letting
going
everything
on in
happen.
this Drummond-based dickhead's fucking mind right now. But clearly this is a man who needs to think about the team. Think about the goal right now. He's letting Vox to dry right now. I think we know what's going for here.
Shiff trying to hit a muzzle buster. Vox manages to get out of it. Mental crash.
Oh! That straight jacket DDT straight on the money.
Vox is in perfect position to get the tag, to get Faywin into this match, but at this point, he probably has to know that Faywin's not going to bite. Fox
That
tries
could
to
be
get a
it.
pinfall and do what he can. Shiff, it's not enough. Oh, Fox finally trying to crawl over, trying to tag Faywin's in, trying to let his supposed friend, supposed
Is he
faction
not reaching
mate,
out, Matt?
Wait,
They're
what?
attacking-
What?
Faywin avoiding Fox entirely.
Are you fucking serious?
Faywin just dropped off the apron.
Faywin vows to burn the Lotus to the
Oh,
ground,
come
and
on.
he's
You
going
could've-
backstage.
You could have settled this in a right way. I know a number for you guys, okay? I know someone who's worked with the Jeremy Kyle show, with the Maury show, many different types of people who can solve your little situationship you've got going. What the fuck?
Muzzle
The Muzzle
buster.
Buster.
Cover.
One,
1,
two,
2,
that's
3.
three.
And Cassidy, next week, you're stepping into a triple threat match. It is official.
Tara speaking another language.
Fucks. why does everything? He had a.
Next
don't get
week.
too excited. I'll be back.
Next week, Takeoff curtain call. Shiff, Cassidy, Jonathan Colt, TV Championship. First ever triple threat TV title match. And Ultraviolet's not happy. They're standing face to face with Shiff, staring off.
Wait, they let their they're staring off.
These two have been in each other's throats for months now. For the first time, they're both fighting for a common goal. They both want that TV title, and they're going to have to get through each other to get to that point. But next up, we got some other gold on the line. It's national title action next up on Takeoff Wrestling as Alikku vows to finish Takeoff's story against the problem national champion Steve.
Who's your daddy?
Here comes Daddy Alikku. We might have to wait a little bit, just like we did last time Alikku came out. Here he is! And he's joined by Wolf. Alikku seems to be the last man standing at a Delta dropkick. And last week he got joined by a new friend. It looks like we could, in a way, be looking at the new iteration, the freshman class at Delta dropkick. Wolf brings the Kool-Aid. Alikku brings backwards hats and look and fly.
And good Fubu League jerseys.
1 year ago, almost to the date, on the very first episode of Takeoff Saturday Slam, these two faced off with each other. And Alikku famously told Wolf, "You look stupid." Last week, Alikku changed his mind. He said, "Wolf looks cool." And now, what a difference a year makes. These two men can finally stand together and work together for Alikku to finish Takeoff's story. But Alikku's going to have to finish Takeoff's story, not in the Outlook Theater, not in Chattanooga, Tennessee, but he is stepping into Steve City.
I read someone in the crowd just said Steve Shitty.
The attitude towards the problem has changed. The national champion.
Coming out to Chevelle's anti-Saint.
I believe Steve, in the year that Takeoff Wrestling has been here on Saturday Slam, here on Saturdays in the Outlook Theater, this is Steve's first ever appearance in the Outlook Theater. First Takeoff match in a long, long time. Not since the Steel City Saints was in full force with Breezy and Pico over a year ago. Steve and Alikku have a bit of history of their own. Steve is currently 3-0 in singles competition against Alikku.
But can tonight be the night where it goes 3-1?
Will Alikku finish Takeoff's story on the last Saturday Slam? There's only one way to find out, and that's to get this match underway. The referee holding up the national championship, showing it off to the challenger. Looks like this match is just about to kick off. Wolf says this foo is ready. And we're about to hear the bell ring. And there won't be any more time to prepare, to get ready. To make sure you're as good as you can be for this match. You will be where you are, and that is it. And if Alikku's not good enough, then he's back to the back of the line. And he's going to have to try again to put national gold around his waist.
Alikku is ready. He's fired up. He's very confident.
The referee asking Alikku, "Are you prepared to finish Takeoff's story?" He's ready. Ring the bell. Here we go.
Oh, drop kick.
kick.
Alikku. He's fired up.
Alikku is throwing shots at Steve. Throwing these strikes in the corner. Steve pushes Alikku off. Going for a flashbang.
Flashbang connect. Wait, super kick! Super kick has been hit!
Boom! That's it! That's it!
One,
One,
two!
two!
Oh my God!
No!
Steve
We
kicked
don't.
out!
We saw an upset shock win in a short amount of time earlier when Jonathan Colt took out Rob. This almost tops that. Alikku just a second away from putting that white strap around his waist.
Oh, super kick again. Oh, wait a minute. Steve catches the leg. Ah, lariat. Right to Alikku. And these fans obviously do not like Steve here on Takeoff.
Wolf cheering for Alikku to finish Takeoff's story. But with thrusts to the corner like Steve is taking control of right now, he's going to have to fight a little bit harder to get out of this predicament. Steve throws Alikku across the ring with that belly-to-belly suplex.
Steve is obviously... Steve, in my humble opinion, is the very thing that the Takeoff faithful hate. Because Steve
goes
is not
for a
from
cover.
Takeoff.
Steve coming here from the B show where he normally resides, MWA Rise. That show is dead in the ground, so Steve has nowhere else to go. He's making his way over to Saturday Slam to get whatever matches he can get.
Well, even though this is the final episode, so there will be no more Takeoff.
That's not the point. The point is that Steve had to come to Takeoff to find the best wrestlers in the world, the best competition that Minecraft Wrestling has to offer. And he
True.
found the Pimp Daddy. As Alikku goes to hit the ropes and run back, Steve counters with a forearm, sending Alikku down to the ground.
Uh-oh, Alikku in a bad spot here. Very precarious position.
Wolf and Saint seem to be having a debate outside the ring.
Wait a minute, Alikku rolls out of the way of the senton. It's Steve holds his back. Writhing in pain as Alikku gets back to his feet. What's he going for here? Clothesline!
Clothesline, Alikku's coming back up. And will he learn to fly?
Uh-oh. Irish
Trying
whip.
to send Steve to the ropes. Steve counters, but Alikku comes back with a sling blade. Wolf is cheering him on. Steve is down. Saint's outside the ring with his head in his hands. That national championship is in jeopardy. And Daddy Alikku is about to pull out the worm.
The magnum opus.
Everything Alikku has worked for in his life has culminated in this moment. Pulling out the worm, putting it on his hand, shoving it down Steve's throat, and winning the national championship. Alikku's here, and he's got the worm on his hand. He's got the worm on his hand. Oh my God.
He was calling up for the biggest worm of all time.
Alikku took a long time to pull that worm out, and he's finally got it. It's on his arm. It's just about worm time.
It was so long.
What was his worm?
Yeah.
Alikku. The worm is so heavy he can't move his arm.
It's weighing him down.
Here he goes. He made it to the corner. Steve is making his way up to his feet. Alikku. He's doing the dance. He's doing the worm. R-M.
Worm.
Suck it.
Here
Steve's
we go.
at bay. No. No. Front drop kick.
No.
That was a horrible, disgusting, terrible tragedy.
The front drop kick hits Alikku. And now the power bomb. Saint's telling Steve to punch that fucking worm as he folds into the pin. 1, 2. Alikku kicked out! Alikku kicks out of the power bomb! Alikku is still in this!
Alikku is alive and well. The worm is alive. Steve's made it to the corner. Could he be pulling out a worm of his own? Is it Steve Worm time? What does a Steve Worm look like? Probably short and stubby.
And I wonder he can't get any female attention.
Oh my god, knee
lift!
lift! Alikku dodges the spear. Alikku, he's put his worm in Steve's mouth. Worm choke slam. Worm choke slam. New national champion. New
Here we
national
go!
champion.
Here we go!
Cover him.
One,
Cover him.
two!
1, 2.
Oh
No.
my god! That was so close. He almost finished. Takeoff story.
The crowd is lit up for the Pimp Daddy as he brings Steve over to the corner. Flying to the top. Alikku used to be known as one of the best high flyers in Minecraft wrestling before he evolved into the Worm Master he is today. Looks like he's about to bring something back that we haven't seen in a while from Alikku.
What's he going for?
Corkscrew moonsault. Steve rolls out the way.
Oh no. No, no, no. This is bad. Oh, the spear.
That's it.
No. Not like this.
What
Not
a tragedy.
Like this.
1,
1,
2.
3. I hate Steve.
And in a very sad and tragic moment, Takeoff's story was not finished. Steve City, population 2, stronger than ever. Steve puts that belt back around his waist. Wolf runs in the ring. He's trying to wake Alikku up, trying to make sure Alikku's okay.
Why did Steve have to win? This is unfair. I hate this. I hate Takeoff.
Zane's calling Steve back. Next up, we got some tag team action as EQ and Hironaka take on the supposed team of Avery Burns and Shawn Anderson.
Wait.
Wolf's got a microphone.
Yeah, we gotta go to the ring and see what Wolf has to say.
Oh, fool, come on. It's okay, fool. Hey. I know you wanted the national title, fool. I know that, fool. Okay? It's okay. But hey, I know you didn't quite finish Takeoff's story, fool. But you know what you did do? Sorry, fool. Didn't quite finish Takeoff's story, fool. But you still are Takeoff's greatest wrestler, fool. El Papi, you know what I'm talking about? Outlook Theater, cheer this fool.
Alikku with a beautiful moment.
Fool, let's go party, dog. I got some Kool-Aid in the back and shit, fool. Let's go party, fool. Let's go, fool. You earned it. Come on, dog. Come on.
Heartwarming moment between Wolf and Alikku as they go
Wolf
back
and
party.
Alikku are going to have a fun night, but we got an even better night ahead of us. Next up, tag team action, Saturday Slam rolling on.
Who's your daddy?
We
This
go
is
from
a
two of the
pairing.
most beloved to the two most hated men, possibly the two most hated men on the entire roster right now, Hironaka and Equinox.
This is a pairing that we've seen develop over the last few weeks, and it's a very dangerous pairing. Two men that don't take no bullshit, that think the rest of the world's beneath them, and that love violence. Since Equinox took with Tomo Hironaka under his wing. They've caused a lot of damage. Jimmy Sins, I believe, still in the hospital right now. And next up, tag team action against the Spotlight Champion and a fellow former Spotlight Champion. Shawn Anderson was able to beat Hironaka and Vox together a few weeks ago at Takeoff Aki no Kanibaru. But will that live up for tonight? Will the result repeat itself?
Well, Nuck, here comes the current Spotlight Heavyweight Champion, Avery Burns!
Here comes Avery, the Spotlight Champion, standing in the Outlook Theater for the last time. This is a moment to remember. And now we await her tag team partner for tonight. She came into my office last week and requested this match specifically to try and mend things after she put her hands on Shawn Anderson, snapped a few weeks ago. But I don't know if he's coming out.
What the hell? What's going on, Nuck?
We're we are.
Come on out here, Shawn. Come on. I booked the match for us. Come on out, please.
We are awaiting the interloper, and he is nowhere to be seen.
Yeah, where the hell's the interloper at?
Avery, this is a very unfortunate, sad moment for Avery. Trying to salvage her friendship, trying to salvage her relationship. Shawn Anderson seemingly has no interest. It looks like we might just have to start this match.
I think Avery might be a little deluded.
Yeah, she seems to be in denial.
Well, what do we do? Do we let this be a handicap match? I mean, we already had one earlier in the show, but...
Well, according to the referee, this will still be a tag match. If Shawn wants to come out and get himself in the apron and get tagged in, he is welcome. But this match is going to start whether he's at the apron or not.
So this is going to have to start as a handicap match until Shawn Anderson comes out, but we do not know where Shawn Anderson is at this time. We have checked backstage. I'm getting word we checked backstage. Shawn Anderson is not there.
I don't know where Shawn Anderson is right now.
Is he late? Is traffic an issue? Is the traffic in Chattanooga right now bad? Oh, foreign strike!
Avery trying to keep her mind off of what just happened. Trying to stay strong heading into this match. Trying to take control of the Backwood Brawler. Avery Burns striking forearms. Hironaka gets himself in the ring. Trying to put a stop to this. Avery seems to have not noticed that blind tag was made. Still throwing shots at Equinox in the corner. Hironaka standing on the other side, running through. Avery ducks.
Both Equinox and Hironaka in the corner. And now a double lariat sends them both out. Equinox rolls out. Breeze. Hironaka. Yes, Hironaka gets snapmared.
Avery Burns showing why she is the Spotlight Champion, showing why she is at the top of Takeoff Wrestling. With that stretch plum onto Hironaka, trying to make him tap out early. If Avery is able... I will say this, if Avery is able to pull through and win this match, regardless of whether Shawn Anderson comes out to the ring to help her or not, that is a huge testament to the skill and the strength of the Spotlight Champion. But right now, she's going to have to worry about stuff like this as Equinox just runs to the ring and starts unloading strikes on Avery, even though he's not the legal man.
That stretch plum is a submission hold you do not want to find yourself in. And Equinox made a smart decision to run inside the ring and attack Avery Burns.
Equinox whipping Avery across the ring, following it up with an uppercut. Hironaka standing right over her. He's the legal man, don't forget it. Now he stomps that mud hole into Avery, and EQ gets himself back in the match. They're just taking turns stomping Avery out in the corner. Shawn Anderson's still not here. Still no end in sight to this.
Mudhole stomps in the corner. Hironaka gonna walk it dry, but not before whipping Avery into the opposite side of the ring. Equinox tags in.
Equinox getting his way into the ring. He says he's got this. He says he has things under control.
Oh my god! Big boot!
Sending Avery down. She's in a corner that would be very convenient to be in if Shawn Anderson was here. There's nobody to tag Avery out, nobody to save her right now, and all you gotta do is fight on and hope that he shows up at some point.
She has to save herself in this handicap predicament with two dangerous people like Equinox and Tsutomu Hironaka. Tsutomu Hironaka obviously has a lot of history with Avery Burns during their time in the Indies in Japan, most notably Zip Japan Pro Wrestling.
If Shawn Anderson does not come out, this could be possibly the first show in Minecraft Wrestling history with 3 handicap matches in one night. This match, the Lotus vs. Shiff, and Kholoki vs. Slick, all in one night. Avery Burns trying to wrench that arm bar, trying to pull the arm out of Equinox's socket. Trying to make the backward brawler tap. Hironaka's ripping up crowd signs right now that the crowd's getting to him. But he's going to have to focus a little more with the position that Equinox is in right now. Avery Burns, by some miracle, is in control of this match.
Hironaka obviously lost a lot of his supporters over the weeks he's been here on Takeoff, several months. But now he runs into the ring, gets hit with a big lariat, hitting Avery Burns with that vicious lariat, taking her head off.
Pulling Avery out of positions, putting an end to that armbar. Now bringing Equinox back to the corner, tagging himself in. Now getting his turn at the Mad Queen.
Oh, the 12x6 elbows.
These elbows have caused a lot of damage to a lot of people in Takeoff history. Hironaka backing up, spinning back elbow.
Oh my goodness. Avery Burns just getting pummeled by Tsutomu Hironaka in Equinox. But she still manages to kick out. Still fighting her way through this match, despite what's going on with her and Shawn Anderson, who we still do not know if her or sorry, my mind's jumbled from earlier tonight. Oh, backdrop driver!
We still don't know where Shawn Anderson is. We still don't know if he's going to show up. We still don't know if this is going to actually be a tag team match at any point. But Avery Burns headbutt to Equinox, getting him off the apron, backdrop driver to Hironaka. She, by some miracle, is still this late in the match able to turn things around, take control. Oh my god!
Uh-oh.
Hironaka just got thrown out the ring.
Wait a minute, is Avery gonna fly here?
Avery Burns hitting the ropes, running through, and we have to see a double suicide dives. The second Christmas. We're a month off, but the spirit's there. The referee starts to count. this could be Avery's way to get in. This could be how she wins the match. If she's able to take out both men and leave them laying on the floor when she gets back in the ring, this might be her path to victory, as opposed to making sure they're both down and that nobody interferes in a 3 count.
All Avery Burns wants for Christmas is to make amends with Shawn Anderson, but Shawn Anderson isn't even in the arena. We don't know where his whereabouts are.
It's Avery and Hironaka back in the ring. Avery throws a knife-edge chop.
Homage to our hero, Kenta Kobashi.
These repeated strikes pushing Hironaka into a corner where Shawn Anderson is supposed to be. Right now, she stands alone, trying to take control of this match.
She stands alone like that one Godsmack song that B-dubs use.
And in memory of the Golden Bear, Avery
died?
Burns stands alone. Well, he retired.
Well, I guess it's the same thing.
Avery running out of the corner, making her way towards Hironaka. Equinox runs in, snap suplex.
Oh my god! That was one of the quickest suplexes I've ever seen. Record time.
EQ gets himself in the match, lifting Avery Burns up in the air. Paralyzer.
That pile driver straight on the head. Oh
and
my
another.
god! What the heck?
3
Another paralyzer?
pile drivers in a row.
What the fuck?
Trying to make that name literal as Equinox goes for a pin, and that's gotta be it.
That's 3!
And there you
Equinox just
go.
been the Spotlight Champion!
Equinox just pinned the Spotlight Champion in a very unfair manner, I would say. She spent that whole match waiting for a tag partner that never came. Spent that whole match fighting 2 competitors at the same time.
Is Equinox next in line for a Spotlight Championship match? Oh my god! That's a 4th paralyzer!
Equinox.
Oh, Western Lariat to the ref!
Completely relentless. Hironaka's grabbed a kendo stick, a Singapore cane, whatever you want to call it.
And oh my god, this is
Spotlight,
sick.
the Spotlight Champion is helpless.
We need officials to come out here. We need security. We need the cops. No, get security out here.
Somebody's got to do something about this.
Well, the only person that could have done something about this isn't even in the arena. Oh my god, Equinox.
Equinox setting up the steel steps in the ring.
Oh no.
Oh
No,
my
no, no,
god.
no, no.
Oh no.
Oh my god, no. If they hit whatever they're gonna hit, it's gonna Avery
might have her life ended right now. Oh my god! Jimmy Sins! Jimmy Sins!
Where the hell did Jimmy Sins come from?
Jimmy Sins just showed up out of nowhere.
The Skyhawk is here!
Jimmy Sins clearing house. Shawn Anderson never showed up, but Jimmy Sins the one coming to the rescue of the Spotlight Champion. The Yellow Theater explodes at the sight of him. This was unexpected. Very much so. Equinox and Hironaka retreating through the crowd. Jimmy Sins helping the Spotlight Champion. Jimmy Sins, he's going off to find Shawn Anderson. Avery's left alone in the ring. Next up, we have a match. We have 2 matches related to the World Championship tonight to follow up on. And next up, Kholoki takes on Slickbait. 1 week before he takes on Dobby for the World Championship at Curtain Call. That's up next, folks. Here he comes. A man who wrestled on the very first episode of Takeoff Wrestling before Saturday Slam, before it was even Takeoff, all the way back when this place was called Rise Takeoff. Slickbait was there from the very beginning. He main evented the first ever Takeoff pay-per-view Golden Opportunity all the way back last summer. And tonight he steps into the ring to face a former television champion, a former national champion, a former Ironman champion, Rumble winner, a man with a lot of accolades. But Slickbait is nothing to sniff at himself. Never forget last year when Slickbait, under the guidance of the High Road, rose to the top of the mountain and become the world heavyweight champion. Something that Kholoki's done a lot of things, but that's one thing he has never done that Slick was able to pull off last year. I think this will be a very interesting competition tonight. Two polar opposites.
Well, we saw this man earlier tonight open up our show and decline a world title opportunity. The Savior, Kholoki.
Kholoki looking to regain some confidence ahead of his world title match next week. Dobby offered the match and Slickbait offered himself up to help Kholoki get back into ring-ready shape. You can see that tape wrapped around his ribs. You can see he's not in the best of shape. With a match like this, hopefully we see Kholoki get into the headspace that he needs. And here we go.
The bell is rung.
This match is underway. Clickbait trying to talk things out, trying to give Kholoki a bit of a pep talk. He says, I know you've been all tense. I've been there before, especially before my world title shot last year at Insurgents. I think he's offering. I think Slickbait's making the offer. He's going for the H-U-G. Oh, he offered. He says, do you want a hug? And do you want to join the strong men in love with each other? Slickbait going in for the hug. Oh my God. Kholoki slamming his skull into Slick's. I don't know how effective that is. We know Slickbait has possibly the thickest skull in the MWA. Kholoki whipping Slickbait across the ring. He runs through. Elbow smash.
Kholoki not 100% after the events of weeks ago. But
Pulling
he's
it
in
up.
control right now. The
Big boot. Slickbait on the
Snapmare.
ring. Kholoki with just some incredible combinations as he goes for a cover after that sliding lariat. Slickbait's still alive by some miracle. Kholoki tries to put Slick up to his feet. Whipping Slick across the ring one more time, sends him up in the air, but Slickbait counters with a Hurricane Rana.
Oh, Revelations!
That's not good for Slick. Kholoki's readying up. Grabbing Slickbait. Are we about to see
The uprising?
Kholoki's...
Wait! Small package!
Slickbait with the pin. 1, 2. Kholoki managing to roll out of that pinfall, kick out. Stay
Slick,
in
sit
this
back.
match.
Slick was shoved back into the turnbuckles as physically hard.
Look at me with a flapjack that sends Kholoki flying outside the ring.
Kholoki on the apron, hanging on. Skin the cat if you would.
Loki's hanging on. He's staying in the ring, staying onto the ropes. But Slickbait grabbing the head of Kholoki. Oh my god. Bear hug.
Uh-oh. Elbow smash.
Loki fighting out of it. The Savior now grabbing Slickbait's head. I believe the last time these two faced was over a year ago while Kholoki was still the Iron Man champion. Kholoki, typically his champion, gave his opponents 15-minute time limits. He reduced that for Slick. He told Slick, you only get 10 minutes because that's all you deserve. Slickbait then went on to reach peaks that few men have ever seen in Minecraft wrestling, and it's undeniable that these two have reached the highest highs and have made it to the same level. So I know Kholoki getting into a match like this has to take Slick a lot more seriously than he would have the last time they faced off in a ring.
Refs at a count of 7. They need to get back in. They don't want this to end by count out.
Kholoki throws Slickbait back into the ring as Kholoki goes for a pinfall.
Here we go. 1, 2. Kick out at 2. From the former world's champion, Slickbait.
Slickbait the Peacemaker. Really, his motivation in this match is to try not only help his friend Dabi, but to help Kholoki regain his confidence, trying to help Kholoki work through what he's been going through these past few weeks. That loss of faith in himself, how hard it's been losing 2 championships in such close weeks to each other. Slick. That doesn't mean that he's going to give up and that he's going to lay down with that belly to belly. If you push him and he has to fight back, he'll do what he can to bring peace. But he'll also do what he can to save his own ass, as you can see with these belly to bellies. Now a Hurricane Rana.
The second Hurricane Rana in this match. Slickbait on the apron. Kholoki down and out.
Slickbait going for a springboard, waiting for Kholoki to stand up. Slingshot.
Uh-oh.
Kholoki catches Slickbait.
Uprising.
Slickbait goes for he's got a roll up. He's got a roll up. He's got the pin.
Roll.
1, 2.
2. Kick
Kholoki
out.
managing to stay out. Revelations.
Revelations. That's the second one.
The second Revelations in this match. Kholoki, it could be uprising time. Slick's about to be sent up and straight back down. No.
Oh, the Hellbent.
Hellbent. Slick's got a tap. If he knows what's best for him, Slick's got to save himself.
He's wrenching. He's swinging him around. Swinging.
Peacemaker's in a bad spot. Peacemaker's in a very bad spot.
Swinging him around. Slick has nowhere to go. Center of the
Slick
ring.
taps.
He taps.
Slick tapped. Kholoki looking dominant with a win. Heading into his world title match next week. Oh my god. Something snapped in Kholoki. He's not letting go.
What the hell? Wait, elevating him up. What the? Oh, they have an ascension.
Here comes Dabi.
Dabi's trying to calm Kholoki down. Oh, just shove Dabi back.
Champion and challenger putting hands on each other ahead of their world title match next week.
Kholoki, obviously, something snapped in him.
Dabi gave Kholoki that match, and I know damn well that's not what Dabi was hoping to see from Kholoki. Kholoki clearly went a little too far. Dabi and Kholoki staring off with each other.
Uh-oh. That was some heavy words from Dabi. And Kholoki doesn't want to hear any of it.
A few weeks ago, Dobby was the one to come out and save Kholoki from the attack of the Jonathan Colt.
No, Kholoki. You're really going to stand there and say you did nothing wrong after I gave you a world title match and a match tonight to rebuild your confidence, and you're really going to act like you're not in the wrong here? Well, Kholoki, you said you didn't want this match, but you're getting it, and you're getting the best version of Dobby this world has ever seen. You're getting the man who beat Taco for the world title, and you're getting the man who gave EQ his first loss since he came back. I'll see you next week.
And there you go.
Next week, Takeoff curtain call. In our main event, the last Takeoff match ever. World Championship on the line. Dobby versus Kholoki. And after that, if Kholoki loses, I don't think we're ever going to see him again. But with the Kholoki that we've been seeing these last few weeks, I'm not going to put him out of the question. That's next week, but we still have a main event tonight. It is main event time between two competitors who, as recently as 2 weeks ago, were together, friends, tag team champions, teammates, and now they fight with the ultimate prize on the line. So the winner of this match goes on to face Dobby or Kholoki. Whoever wins next week, they go on to face the winner of this match for the World Championship.
Rich trying to look for his tag title, but obviously, as we saw a couple weeks ago, they handed you the tag belt.
Those tag titles are sitting in my office next to Jasper's old junior championship. Very safe keeping.
What's poppin', my sinners? I am Jacob Sterry.
This man ruled Takeoff over the summer with that Spotlight Championship around his waist. If he wants to win another championship, after having no accolades on him right now for the first time in a long time, he's going to have to get serious right now, and he's going to have to pull it off and win the championship tonight. Or, sorry, win the number one contendership.
This was the Jacob Scary from months ago with the Spotlight title. I would have been freaking out for this guy, but obviously, as we've seen for the past month or so, Jacob Sterry is obviously not the same man he once used to be.
Jacob Sterry is, I would say, a lot. He's a lot less of what he used to be.
Especially that face mask, man.
The man who used to write rule books for matches that made it impossible for his opponents to win. The man who would come to the ring with fake championships to piss off his opponents while fending off other opponents. He's not here much anymore. Whoever wins this match tonight, Raging Richard, Jacob Sterry, two great competitors, two people who held gold as recently as earlier, or I guess late October, a few weeks ago. And one of these men will make it up to the World Championship scene if they just win this one match. Everything is on the line for these two competitors, these two former best friends, two former teammates. And Jacob Sterry, he's trying to tell Rich to just lay down.
Will Rich lay down? Oh no.
Oh my god, are we about to see a screw job in the final ever Saturday Slam match?
This is the main event.
Raging Rich is about to give Jacob Sterry the match. The referee's in prepped in pinfall position. Jacob Sterry is, oh my god, this is ridiculous. Oh my god! Rich kicked out! The referee made it to 2, and then Rich lifted his shoulder up. I can only imagine what's running through Jacob's head right now.
1, 2. He lifts his right shoulder.
Rich is not giving up this title shot.
Uh-oh.
Rich and Rich are about to implode. I can feel it. Rich getting slapped by Jacob Sterry. Jacob Sterry telling
Saying he
Rich
doesn't
off.
eat shit.
We are seeing a confession from these two former teammates. Raging Rich pouring his heart out. He says,
Rich
"You
saying you
will
reap what
reap,
you sow."
you whiny little bitch." And Rich throws the elbow back at
Oh
this
my God!
influencer.
He's fighting back.
Raging Rich calls himself the enemy, but he may have just made an enemy with his former best friend.
And now he's going on offense in the corner. Rich has finally stood up for himself.
Rich is taking control. He's stomping a mud hole on this influencer.
Stomping a mud hole and walking it dry. Rich will not let Jacob Sterry get out of the ring. And now he's firing away on offense.
Jacob, not in a good position, not where he thought he would be.
The ref having to
Walking
pull Rich off after delivering some rapid fire forearm strikes.
Jacob Sterry walked into this match thinking that Rich would lay down for him and they'd walk to the back and Jacob would live happily ever after for the end of Takeoff. But that's not what Rich is letting happen, and Jacob Sterry has to fight back as he throws a sitting neck breaker at the enemy. Now following it up with a senton, he's going to have to fight to get this title shot to make it to the match 2 weeks from now. He tells Raging Rich, "You did this to yourself." He gave Rich the option, but it was not a favorable option to take if you were anybody but Jacob Sterry. House call
From Jacob Sterry.
The Outlook Theater is exploding with hatred. These people have never liked Jacob Sterry. We saw in the lead up to the when he lost the championship at House Party, Avery invited Jacob into the crowd, and then he got his ass beat by the fans. Jacob has been a part of some incredibly memorable moments in Takeoff Wrestling, and it is only fitting for him to be in the final match. And it would be even more fitting for him to get his comeuppance one more time and to see Rich kick his ass. It's hot shot. We
On
might
the
be
top
getting our
rope.
wish.
I mean, the top rope, excuse me. But Rich with a big elbow smash. Uh-oh. Rich up to the top. Crossbody.
Raging Rich calling on the fans. You can hear them going crazy for Rich. That's a sound he probably has not heard in years. As Rich goes to throw an arm, Jacob Sterry dodges, arm trapped uppercut.
Now Jacob Sterry back on offense with a short arm lariat. Front face lock.
Lifting facebuster knee smash. Jacob Sterry putting Rich in a very unfortunate position. Following it up yet again, Fisherman Buster. Bridging for a pinfall. 1, 2. Raging Rich kicks out, stays alive, stays in it.
Jacob Sterry having to do quite a lot to put away his best, or shall we say, former best friend now.
I don't think Jacob Sterry has ever had a real friend. I don't think he's ever truly cared for another man.
We saw
Dobby Lucas, Breezy, and now Rich, he consistently, methodically uses other people to get what he wants, and when he gets what he wants, he dumps them on the ground.
Treats them like scum.
Corner Meteora, running face wash, going to the other corner for another high angle drop kick.
Straight to the head.
Telling off Rich, telling him he is nothing.
Jacob Sterry also has a record loss of subscriber loss on YouTube.
I'm not sure how many of those subscribers are real in the first place, I'll be honest.
He probably paid for them. Hanging stunner from the former Spotlight Heavyweight Champion.
Jacob Sterry in control in a way that I don't think anybody wanted to see. Jacobs is Rich. You will never be me. You are nothing without me. But I don't think Raging Rich believes it. He's still fighting back. Trying to stay alive, and it's hard when you're getting hit with moves like that Dragon Suplex. Oh my god! Jacob Sterry. Ultimate sign of disrespect, spitting on Rich, a man who 10 minutes ago he would have called you as his best friend.
Exactly what I was going to say. Ultimate sign of disrespect. Just flying headbutt!
Jacob Sterry, that thick skull, that dangerous headbutt, made only worse by the mask that he holds on, that he claims to protect his broken nose, but I don't believe it.
Rich kicks out of the flying headbutt!
Raging Rich, not letting Jacob Sterry win, not letting Jacob walk into a world title match 2 weeks from now. Whether it's Stabby, whether it's Kholoki, no matter what happens next week, that title match is guaranteed for the winner of this match. And Rich is not giving it away. He lands on his feet. He's got Jacob Sterry from behind, sending him into the ropes. Running elbow smash. And another. Raging Rich regaining control. Scissor stomp. Jumping knee. A huge combination.
Rich is getting back in this.
As Jacob leans up against the ropes. Jacob Sterry reverse whips. Sending Rich off the ropes. Going for another flying headbutt. Rage engage! Rage engage! Rage engage!
Rage engage!
Rich up to the top! Rich up to the top!
Oh my god!
Oh my god! Rich is flying!
Overtime!
Rich has almost done it! He's just gotta hook the leg! He's going in for the pinfall! Hooking both legs, getting as deep as it can get! What?
Oh
Jacob Sterry kicking out!
Jacob Sterry kicked out of the overtime frog splash!
Hands the Rage engage. Rich with the two biggest moves in his arsenal back to back, and Jacob Sterry stays alive after both of them. You gotta wonder what's gotta be going through Rich's head right now. A man who knows Jacob Sterry front to back, a man who knows all his biggest strengths and his biggest weaknesses. He's fought to take advantage of them as much as he can. And when you throw everything against the wall and nothing sticks, what do you do next? Now Jacob Sterry standing on the outside.
Rich going to grab it. Oh, wait a minute. Lifts him up outside the ring. What the hell is he going for here?
Jacob's got Rich high in the air outside the ring.
What the hell?
Oh my god!
Oh my
Brainbuster
god!
onto the stage, onto the ramp.
Jesus Christ!
Jacob Sterry turning around. Could he be looking to fly? Jacob Sterry gonna go airborne. Oh my god!
Oh my god! Rich caught him!
Raging Rich caught him, knocked him out, sent him flying back into the ring. Rich is calling for Jacob.
Dropped with a brainbuster, and already he's back to his feet, and he hit Jacob Sterry with a forearm.
Rich calling Jacob to get back up to his feet. Rich is one big move away from becoming the #1 contender for the MWC World Heavyweight Championship. All he's got to do is wait for Jacob to get to his feet. He throws another forearm. Oh my god. Jacob's not done. They are trading forearms right now.
Left, right, left, right.
Rich has pushed Jacob back, waking him off the ropes. Oh no! No, flying headbutt!
Again, a flying headbutt!
Jacob tries to take advantage. He's trying to get Rich up to his feet.
Here we go.
This isn't going to end well. Sending Rich to the corner uppercut. Jacob Sterry with a barrage of uppercuts, now sending Rich up to the top. 12-6 elbows on the top turnbuckle. We could be moments away from the last match in Takeoff Wrestling history. Clean slate on the top rope. Oh my god.
On the top rope.
That's it. That's it. Pinfall. 1, 2. Jacob Sterry's the #1 contender. Jacob Sterry is the #1 contender.
What the hell?
What's poppin', my sinners? I am Jacob Sterry.
Jacob Sterry has just put away a man who yesterday would have told you is his best friend. A friendship destroyed at the cost of gold.
He just ripped off the mask.
Throwing the mask. Laying it on Rich. Removing himself entirely.
No, did you? No, did you? The top rope, the clean slate?
I think that Jacob Sterry used to know and love is back.
Oh my god. Is Jacob Sterry back?
Jacob's got his eyes set. I don't think it matters to him who wins the title next week, because there's only one man that he wants to get his hands on, and that's Dobby. Spitting on Rich one last time for good measure. This is not the way we wanted to end our show tonight. But Jacob Sterry is the #1 contender for the World Championship. Next week is Takeoff, Curtain Call, and we decide that championship. Dobby versus Kholoki, Avery Burns versus Shawn Anderson, so much more. We'll see you next week as we bring Takeoff Wrestling to a close. Thank you all, and for the last time, this is good night from Takeoff Saturday Slam.